Okay, welcome back to 45 Degrees. This is kind of a 45D weekly, but also kind of not because it's an impromptu, just sort of going live, and it's Wednesday and we're catching up with everything. I may even do a live on Friday, but it depends how many questions and things come through. But I thought we just, after having gotten off the Flotilla last week, which was, I think it was an absolute massive success. I really enjoyed it. And despite having a massive amounts of weather warnings and all sorts of different issues that come along with that, and the forecast that was leading up to it, we really had a blast. And the realities of sailing with crazy weather and crazy weather forecast and the decisions you had to make were very, very real. So that was all sort of part of it as well. So look, standard live stream, I'm here to interact with you guys. Today, basically, I'm going to cover the Sharpen Up Flotilla, a little bit of a recap, show you a few pictures and videos from it. We've also got a new segment I didn't know existed with 45D, which is now mail time. We've received 2 packages from someone, little gifts sent from followers and clients at the moment. So I'm going to open those with you and see if they are what I think they are, show you how they work. And that's about it. And then just talk about the season in Croatia. So it's not going to be a huge long session, but we're going to do that. So I wonder if I can run my cutscene. It's been so long since I've done all this. I'm like, right, well, I don't know what buttons to push, but that's all right. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna kind of do it semi-manually. No, I've lost it. I'm not even going to bother with the cutscene. Anyway, welcome. So if you're here, say hi. I'd love to know who's out there and who's hanging out, who's with me, and we'll get stuck into that. So, Sharpen Up Flotilla. Absolutely loved the Sharpen Up Flotilla. I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, that's cool. The sound's coming through all right. I've got my Epidemic sound running in the background. So this is I used Epidemic sound for my YouTube videos and everything like that. So I just thought I'd put a little background music in there today. So tell me if you like that, little something different. So the Sharpen Up Flotilla. The Sharpen Up Flotilla is designed for a maximum of 6 boats. That's including my boat, so a maximum of 5 boats to join us. We had 4 boats this time. It was going to be 5. But Slav, one of our signed up. He was getting a new boat from Poland, and he got shipped over, and he was hoping to make the date. But in the end, he had an issue with some spreaders and things, and he just couldn't get the rig up and get it sorted to get down here. So he didn't join us. But we had our other 4 boats. Now, because of the crazy weather forecast, this is something that I was talking about earlier. Is like the decisions you've got to make as a skipper can be really tough, and we had one of our boats not join us on the first night because they decided, look, with that forecast, she wasn't ready to sail out, knowing what she might come into contact with as one of her first time skippering on her own as well. So that was a really good decision, a decision well made, because there's no point going if you're not comfortable with what's going on. Who we got out there? We've got Berlin, Des Sophie. Tell me if I said that right. Hey dude, how you doing? Graham T's here. Good to see you. Anna's watching, of course, and Mahina as well. Hi everyone. Very, very good. So the start of the Flotilla was a bit of a mess of forecast, but it was great because we met here in Trogier for dinner the night before. Everyone got their t-shirts and all of this. By the way, I'm trying to learn tagging products and everything like this. So someone tell me whether in the live stream it's showing up that the products are tagged, because I've tagged this particular t-shirt, also our Tangaroa hoodie, which is really cool with the New Zealand and Māori and Croatian design on the front, designed by Mahina, and also the buffs or the snoods, which are incredibly useful summer and winter, to keep the hair back, keep the sun off your forehead, or to, of course, cover the face and all that sort of thing. So, or as we found out, they're also very good for catching drool from the baby. That's our main use for them at the moment. So, just learning on how to tag everything and all of that. So at the start, we had dinner. We had a dinner at a place called Franca down here in Trogier. If you're coming to Trogier, it's a great place for dinner, and it's a hotel restaurant. You need to book definitely, but it was absolutely great. We even went there at the end of the flotilla with a few of us who are still around because it was so good. So we had a dinner with everyone beforehand and got to meet and greet, and everyone got their t-shirts, and it was a very nice time to lead into the flotilla. And then departing from Troge Baltic, one boat from Karstella, we all met up and had a sailed out and sailed across to Nechuam on Sholta, and met Cristiano and Ivo at Mareta for the first meal with everyone of the season, which was amazing. Big shout out to them because I really enjoyed it. Andrew Barber's here as well. Hello, Andrew. Good to have you with us. So what was really interesting about that night is I planned to book all 3 moorings, and we were going to be there 5 boats or whatever it was, excuse me, 2 rafted up and 1 single, however it goes, because Mareta's really sheltered from the southeast. Like flat water, even if it's 20, 30, 40 knots, it's really flat water, so it's good for a raft up, and the moorings are really good. What we ended up doing was I said, hey, look, cancel the 3rd mooring. We'll just raft up because 2 boats weren't, 1 boat wasn't coming. We'll just raft up. And it'll be okay. Sorry, two boats weren't coming. Slav couldn't make it, and Aaron decided to stay back because of the forecast. Cool. And then it turned out that it was such a mess with all the wind and everything going on that a swell got created from a more northeast wind blowing from over Splitway, and it wrapped around into the bay. And then the southeast wind that we had locally had us side onto the swell. It was actually a rubbish night sleeping. And at one point I was like, right, it's 2 a.m. I wasn't happy with the boats being rafted up. I didn't think it was good. So I took the boat off in the rain and the wind at 2 a.m. I woke up some of the crew, Mahina and Blair, thank you for that support. And we boated off and anchored in another part of Nechuam to have a bit of a better night's sleep. But yeah, it was a really rubbish situation there with a side swell that was not supposed to be there and the wind from the other angle. So, you win and lose with all of that. But aside from that, the next day we had a brilliant wind, southeast, 27 to 32 knots, somewhere around that. And we decided that because we needed to get into a safe port for the next couple of days that were coming really rough, we decided to take a good fun sail to Startigrad. Now, again, one of the boats had a bit of a rough night sleeping, and they weren't overly confident, so they made the decision, because they had to pick up crew in Split as well, to sail back to Baltic and wait out the storm there, pick up their lads, and then meet us later in the week. Again, this is what it's all about, is making those decisions and knowing why you're going to make the decisions. The other 2 boats, we sailed to Startigrad. We had a brilliant sail all the way there with a lot of wind, and some of the people on our boat, the first time sailing and just giving a go on the helm and learning all about that was really cool. So other than that, we spent some great time in Startigrad over the next few days, having custom personalized cocktails made by friends of ours at Hidden House in Huard in Startigrad. He does cocktail classes for anyone who wants them. Just drop a message in the comments. If you're going to be going to Startigrad this season, and you want to do cocktail classes or like a cocktail evening, he's amazing. These are the best, absolutely best. So, and we found a new restaurant. It's one thing I always say about going out sailing. Every week I try to go somewhere new, whether that's a new bay, a new port, a new restaurant, a new whatever. Every week I go somewhere new, and I've done that for 7 years. And we found a new restaurant this time, and it was top. It was super. It was amazing. So yeah, just absolutely loved all that. And then another ragey sail. We sailed out towards Maslenica, and I'll show you where we ended up. It's the photo that I used for the for the thumbnail on this. And then we sailed, and again we got up to 33 knots that day, but behind us, so we were just screaming along. It was so much fun, and ended up in Maslenica, and the sun came out, and we went swimming, and all things were just generally pretty good. This was it here. Let me show it if I got a share screen. This one here. Show it. No, not show it. Not that one. This one. There we go. So that's us. That's us. All 4 of us parked up in Maslenica, in Martinez Marquez Marina. I really like this place. I think it's a great little spot to hang out. And it's got a beautiful swimming beach over on the right there. It's just it's a great spot. Really great spot. And it was surprisingly sheltered, even with the lingering southeast swell. So put that on your list. Make a booking there if you'd like to join that spot in the summer, because it was really cool. Then we headed off and we got a bunch of sailing together, which was really, really cool. Actually, before we left, we'd helped one of our boats, because all four now met up here. We all met up in the evening at Maslenica, and so all four boats were together then. Sorry, Slava, no, you didn't make it, but we'll sail with you soon. And we just spent a lovely night there. So then we went out and sailed to Itinerary and ended up at, this maneuver was really cool actually. One of our boats, not that one, this one here, back a scene. We did this winding technique just to show everyone how the lines work. Don't verify Microsoft Outlook, I don't know what that's about. How it winds out on one line. This was a really good, wow, what's that in the water? There's something in the water. All right, I'm gonna zoom in on that later. It could just be, it's a taniwha. It's definitely a taniwha. I'm not sure. Over here, look when I zoom in. It's like just a disturbance that the light's picking up. Oh, that's really cool. Anyway, that winding technique in order to be able to move on a single line is really cool. Oh, David's made it. David, welcome. All right. So.
Have you shouted out to David who was doing this solo?
I have not yet, but I certainly will. Let's come back a few videos. Here he is coming in solo. That's us all parking up. Where did he come in? That's the arrival of the Nootka crew. I loved that as well. Here's David coming in solo. So David Llewellyn, big shout out to you, who did the entire Sharpen Up series, Sharpen Up Flotilla, basically solo. Here's him coming in. He does everything on his own. I was standing there just watching and he was doing it all. So that's him docking stern to with the wind on the bow on his own, with a good wind too, 12, 14 knots. And yeah, so big shout out to David. You did amazingly this week, especially with the sail to this location. We got up to 33 knots. It was rocking. So yeah, I'm really proud to have had that whole time with you and going over the stuff on this Sharpen Up as well. And then we got over to Itinerary and we did a mooring practice with the stern to, anchoring with stern to med mooring. So this was a big part of the Sharpen Up this time, because we wanted to cram in a bunch of maneuvers. So we learned about the lines and everything and doing this technique. Now, if you've seen on the channel, there's a video that I've just posted. Those are ads. Watch those, click on those. Thank you very much. Posted last week, which is doing really well. It's already had 2,500 views, but this is an explanation and a raw footage of anchoring mid-mooring and docking stern to when you have to drop your anchor like they do a lot of in Greece, which is a good one to watch if you're interested in that maneuver. But we went and did a bunch of that with the more ads with all the boats, and we put them all in there and spent the night there, and that was just an absolutely great experience for everyone. So I really enjoyed that. And then we all ended up parked up. That's them coming in. We all ended up parked up along this pier, just like that, all stern to, and enjoying the evening. We had a barbecue with the back of the boats. There we are, all parked up there. It was brilliant. So it was an amazing Thursday night, like the last kind of night we're all together on the flotilla, and absolutely really enjoyed it. Gordon's just come up. Hey Gordon, he says, how great is it to see so many free berths in a marina during the low season? It is. It was brilliant. Now, and when the southeast was raging, though, there was nothing free. Like in the spots that everyone need to be in for the heavy wind, it was a fight. And we were in Stardigrad. We went in there early to make sure we had our spot, and just watching boats after the weather came in, just coming in and getting turned around and sent out. So you don't want to be in that position. Of course, there's always somewhere safe to go, but that takes the confidence and the equipment to anchor properly, and all of these different details. So just always be very aware of that. But definitely. So that was our Sharpen Up Flotilla. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I'm looking forward to October's one already, which is actually full. October's Sharpen Up Flotilla is full. We've got 1, 2, 3 charter yachts plus that. Yeah, so we've got 4 boats booked on it plus my boat. That's 5, and I might have, we're seeing whether there's one owner boat that might join us, but basically it's full for October. I've just got inquiries for Sharpen Up 2024, so if you're interested in the Sharpen Up Flotilla and joining us in 2024, either May or October, then jump over and fill out the form and show your interest now, because these spots filled up way faster than I expected them to, and it's good to get in now so you can charter the good boats that really help out. And if hearing anything I had to say about the boat we used for this last one, the Hansa 508 Evelyn, oh my gosh, I'm in love with the boat. It's so fast and so nimble and so much fun to sail. So yeah, just absolutely wicked. There's David chiming in. It was a fantastic week. Thanks, Team 45D. Absolutely. Thank you, all of you. So now I'm stoked. I've never had mail time before, so this is super cool. I think I know what this is, but I was chatting to a couple of lads, Dimitri and Dominic, who did some private training with me, and actually that video, this one here, this is Dimitri and Dominic that I was filming with here. They did a bit of private training with me, and they did a short charter in the early seasons of April, and we had a couple of days together. It was great, and we were flying drones and all that, and I'm pretty sure this is what it is, but Dimitri said, all right, I'm going to send this to you. I've found, oh yes, all right, who knows what this is when I get into it? Oi. Mail time, I love it. Oh, hey, who knows what this is? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. It's got a little captive clasp on the top. I'm moving it the wrong way here. Whoop. And it's, there we go. Well, this is what I was talking about with Dimitri. So Dimitri, thank you so much for sending this. This is amazing. I hope it fits. Ooh, is it for a Mavic 2 Pro? So this is a catching and releasing handle to put over your drone. How's that going to even work? Do I have to just open it? Does it stress that much? So that you can launch and retrieve the drone from... This looks like it's a different model. Oh no, I think it fits. So you can launch and retrieve it much easier, catching it out of the air, because when the drone comes down, I catch it like this, and if you can see how close my fingers get to the spinning of the propellers, and the answer is yes, I've hit my fingers a couple of times and drew blood every time I've done it, trying to catch this in the air. So this is going to go around and secure on the top so that I can grab a handle on the bottom. Let's have a look. How do I come over one of those and then go around one of those? Oh. Does it fit? I think it fits. Oh, it's close. Yeah, it does. Oh, this is exciting. Get in there. Oh my gosh. So it's going over that sensor, going over the button. That screws in up top. Does that do up? Yep. Look at that. That's brilliant. So now I have a catch and release handle, so that I can, instead of having to grab it like this, I can just grab it out of the air like that as it flies along. It's not going to land very well, though, if I don't want the handle on. But look at that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dominic. That is brilliant. I really appreciate that. He just said, oh, I'm sending you something, by the way. And I was like, that's awesome. So that is that. And then I didn't even know he was doing this. He sent this other package. I've got comments here. For catching the drone, yes. I got so caught up, I wasn't even in the package. Drone catcher. All right. How does it sit on the ground? Do you also launch from it? Yeah. So basically, cover off and you start your engines. Start your engines, and then you just power. You can do auto takeoff, or you can power up manually and put a lot of upwards power on, and then just let it go. It'll fly out of your hand. There's a few things that recommend to do with the settings when you do this, and also when it comes down, it's going to be sensing underneath you. So you kind of get in, you grab it, and you can either do a quick flip, which will shut down the engines itself, which is great, or you put both sticks on your controller. Oh, here's a PlayStation 1 to show, kind of like the drone. You put both sticks on your controller in like this, and it will shut down the engines. Yeah, so that's that. Absolutely stoked. Thank you so much. That's very, very nice. 45D's now getting gifts. I love it. Or is that a drone hand cam? Actually, that's a good point. So this one, Palm off, is from my YouTuber class that we teach here. Now, I talked about how you can use the Mavic as a gimbaled camera, because it's got a very high quality 4K camera on it with a gimbal on it. So you can actually use this to hold, and you could film manually. You take your props off and then just run the app, so you can check your gimbal in position, and you could walk around. But no, that's not the one. That one's best done with a grip like this and this, so you're out to the sides, keeps it more stable. But you know what? That would work. All right, let's get rid of that one. What's the latest one? So if you were really cool, you would make a landing block. Shut up, David.
He's not really cool.
I'm not really cool. You know that already. All right, then we have another package here, which I was not aware that I was going to be sending, and I ripped it open just before realizing what it was. Now, this is incredibly useful. I had no idea these existed, but super cool. And Dimitri, you've spoiled me, so thank you. Dimitri had one of these, and he says, oh, no, these are great. I always fly with them like this. I'm like, what is it? This is a lipo guard. All right. This is a fireproof bag. All right. Never leave charging battery unattended, always ensure to put your batteries in when you fly, so that if any reason those batteries overheat or do anything like that, so the drone, I can't take it out now, but you know, you could use your big batteries or whatever, but I'll put my drone batteries in there when I fly, so that for any reason they overheat or there's any issue and they catch on fire, they don't burn down the plane. Now, I think one of the best reasons to have one of the main reasons to have this is because when you're trying to fly with drones and batteries and all this sort of stuff, they're all worried. But you show up with this and you're like, oh yeah, I just put them all in here, it makes it really safe. They're like, go on, you rock, go through. So again, mail time, thank you so much for that. Dimitri, that's really, really cool. And I got a couple of questions in there. Just throw all that away. I'll put those, that's there. And if people want to send me stuff, go for it. I love getting stuff. All right, so Simon Cox says, hi, we'll be down on Saturday for 2 weeks. Are you at the base or on a cruise? Perhaps our path or courses will cross would be nice. Simon, where am I? Mahina, where am I? At the moment I'm at home. I'm in Croatia. What's that? I may have to go to Slovenia. I may be going to Slovenia on Sunday to sail down with Slav and bring their new boat down with them. But for this week and next week, I'm based in Croatia with maybe 3 days doing a Slovenia transfer from here, from Slovenia to here. But effectively based in and around here at Croatia. So where are you showing up to, Simon? And where will you be? I love drinking gin. And we could definitely do that. Drones are great for finding lost wives, swimming too far from the boat. Lol. Yes, okay. Sean.
In response, read David's most recent comment.
Okay, I've apparently got to read David's one in response to this. Sean, I started reading your comment and thought that it said drones are a good way to get a wife. Yeah, that's not okay. Yes, I remember this, Sean. Sean's wife, Tara, we did a cruise with them, 2 cruises now. One last year and one with the year before. Amazing cruises with the family, that was great, but Tara would go off swimming forever. We had no idea where she was, so we put the drone up and cruise out and go, okay, still alive, that's fine. Lucas said I was actually looking into DJI drones and they're kind of expensive. Yeah, they are. However, they have a Mini series, Mini 2 specifically. Would you recommend it? Did you have experience with those ones? Yes, I had a Mini 2. It's in Milner in the harbour in about 20 meters of water. The Mini 2 was a great little drone. DJI sent me one and I used it, but it hit the boat and sank. My bad. And I lost the memory card as well. But it was a very good drone, but it doesn't have the same obstacle avoidance. The new Minis I would have to double check. I think they have obstacle avoidance. They are brilliant. I've got an affiliate link for DJI and those drones. So if you want, I'd love you to buy it through there, and then because then I'll get a bit of money. But we can look at those again as well, because I think DJI drones are great. All right, very good. So I mean that was that was just brilliant. So thank you for the gifts. These will be incredibly used. I wish I had this for the Flotilla for Blair to play with, because he would have. Blair did a heap of filming for me, and it was really good. But the filming from the boat is always so stressful. Like, it's more stressful than sailing in 35 knots. It's because you might lose 2,000 euros worth of drone. And so this whole catch handle, I will be testing it. I will do a bunch of testing, and I'll let everyone know. But if you start seeing more sailing footage, it's because Dimitri got me that. So thank you so much. Okay. May try and call when I get back. The crew wants to go to Dubrovnik and back. In 1 week? Hang on, what did you say? For 2 weeks. Okay, we'll be on Saturday for 2 weeks. All right. Dubrovnik and back in a week. You may as well not be on a sailing holiday. You're just on a sailing trip. Or a motor holiday if it's really calm. So no, all good. Mrs. Anna's prompting me to say tips for droning while sailing. Insurance. Insurance is a good one for that tip. For droning while sailing. What else? Tips for droning while sailing. So the safest way to get footage when you're sailing is to put someone else on land, tell them to take the dinghy and go to a spot where you've got clear air or whatever, and then go sail around the area, and they fly, and then they come back to that point. Because it's very, very stressful. Because when you take off on the drone, of course it's going to log a home point, return to home point. So if you sail in a direction for 2 miles, well, if you're doing 6 or 7 knots, and you keep sailing, you're moving further and further away from that home point. Eventually, a DJI drone will say, I have only got enough battery to return to the home point, so I'm going. And it will start returning to the home point. Now, that home point is now just water. And eventually it will just try and land on the water. So you don't want that. Tips is definitely don't ever try and get always think about coming back by the time you hit 50 or 40% battery life, depending weather, of course, but just start coming back, because you never know what other challenges you might face. You generally need to have the boat pretty much stopped in order to catch or to re-land the drone. So you're going to need time to possibly fill some sails, slow the boat, get in position, all that, or depends if you want to get sails down, whatever it is, swim platform down so you've got a good catching pad, whatever. But definitely just give yourself time, because it's super stressful. What else? Return to home. Think about what?
Think about charging.
Charging.
If you want to do a lot of drone shots, you've got to be able to charge.
Oh yeah, power on the boat. So I mean, some of the DJIs, they have a 12 volt charger adapter if you get the Fly More kit. So they're good to be able to charge on the boats. Otherwise, you're going to need inverters. So spare batteries are great. Yeah, that's a big thing. If you're coming out on the boat for a week, bring spare propellers, because you might clip some stays or anything. And just slow, just take your time. It's a really scary thing. My drone journey started from boats. So now when I fly drones from the land, I'm just really not careless, but it's it feels so stress-free and easy, because I'm not moving and all that. But from the boat is just it can just be really stressful with masts and everything. So I would say best thing is to go, right, we're going to put that drone up, practice it taking off out of your hand, practice catching it from the land. Just do that 30 times. Launch out of the hand catch, because when you launch, if you're not stopped when you launch a DJI drone, if you're not stopped, it will go, and immediately when you do the auto takeoff, it goes to take off and it goes to hold its position. So it does this jerk towards you. It scares the hell out of you. But if you're stopped, it'll then kind of just go straight up. So a big swim platform to lay out to be able to get distance from the stays. The stays are the worst part of it all. So those would be my tips for droners. Simon says, like Xmas around your place. Yeah, 100%. 2 weeks, good. Looks like it's motoring all next week. It is looking really calm, isn't it? Let's have a wee predict wind look here to see what's happening for next week. How do I do this? There we go. Log in. Oi. Oi, that is looking very calm with thunderstorms. Okay, so that's, what do we got? So up here we've got the GFS model and we've got the ECMWS F model. So this is the 25 kilometer and this is the 8 kilometer, more detail. Looking through to Tuesday, very, very calm. Bit of northwest, that'll be a nice sailing day most places with the sea breeze kicking it up. When you get this northwest flow like this and you're going to have the heat, always remember that 10 or 12 knots should turn into 20 or 25 knots with the sea breeze kicking into it in the afternoon. Oy, very calm, very calm, very calm. What is it looking like for me sailing down from Slovenia? Oh yeah, bit of border on Saturday night, Sunday. That would be, oh, it drops out real fast. Through into there Monday. We are looking, there's some southeast. Looking very, very calm. Oh, lovely sunbathing weather. There'll be, okay, this day, there should be some good northeast this day. Even though it looks really calm, that northeast will kick up in the right places. Yeah, looking super calm. I mean, yes, weather is crap. I don't know if I'd call it crap, but from a sailor's point of view, yeah, you're not looking at a lot of breeze there. Yeah, and as David said, May has just been all or nothing. Like we've had really, really calm days, or we've had 30 knots, and it's been so much fun because there's been more of those windy days than there has the calm days. But right now, last 2 days has just been absolute pancakes still, really, really still. So, okay, so on that note, if we look, let's change one of these to a PWG model, see if it actually shows up for me. We need a Nick model as well. PWG, this is a wind map. Where is it going? 100 kilometers, PWE, then fine. It's not showing up for me. Why not? Anyway, take away the split. Let's look at, let's look at ECMWF. Okay, so one thing is, when you've got this weather, if you want wind, there's certain places, and I'm giving this away for free because I can, there's certain places that I go hunting for wind when it's really calm days. Whoops, mega zoom. One of the best spot for all of this is this through here. This is called the Hrvatski Canal, and it's steep high hills on Brač, and it squeezes between Hvar and Brač, and the northwest comes in and hits this and goes down, and you'll get the kite borders and the wind surface going across here because you'll get that sort of 20 to 25 knots in the afternoons really, really going through. On really calm days where there's no wind anywhere else, you generally get a 15 knots in the afternoon running through here. So that's one of my spots. The other one is down the south side of Hvar. This is really, really great. If you're down Miet way and you're looking for a sail, come into here and sail this. This is so much fun sailing through here. This little passage through there. We would often do that when it was such a calm week that our crews hadn't really had any sailing. So we'd come into here on Miet and would sail this for half an hour, 40 minutes, and then we'd motor to our next destination. But at least we got some sails, and it's so narrow, we're tacking all the time. It was a lot of fun, actually. So those are a couple of tips for trying to find wind in and around this area. That's where it tends to land. The other one is, of course, in between Pelješac Peninsula and Korčula. This is a spot that really goes for it. It's great. You get good wind down there on most days, and it comes off the mountains because it's very high. So yeah, it was super cool.
And if you're around the first one you mentioned, duck into Vrboska and park on the river, even though it looks a little bit wasteful.
So Martin is just piping in. If you are around this area doing this sailing, she wants you to duck into Vrboska in here and park on the river and go and enjoy. So Vrboska's having a really hard time this year because whatever's happened with the powers that be with Starigrad Vrboska is they have to get this kanalizacija, the new sewage done. And it's just been super delayed with different workforces and everything. So Vrboska for the past 4 months has looked like a bomb site, and they're just getting it back now, but they've lost a lot of revenue because the place has been a bit hard to navigate. It's still a beautiful place. It's still got really good food, and it's a great place to go. So, and go to Trica Gardelin because we love them. Whoa, big zoom there, Nick, settle down. So yeah, that's one of the ones there. Let's see, we've got some more comments coming up. May has just been. I'm also meant to be heading to Dubrovnik next week. Very good. Yes. I will try and get them to bow down from their idea and just relax. We have so much to see. Oh yeah, like, I mean, look, Dubrovnik's amazing. I love the islands down there, but I wouldn't waste my time trying to sail in to see Dubrovnik. It's like, you want to go to Dubrovnik and go to the old city, you go to Dubrovnik and go to the old city. You can spend 2 days exploring that place easily, let alone you can spend 4 days, 5 days. But it seems like such a waste to have a yacht in the Adriatic and sit it in a marina and go to the old town. It just seems like a bit of a waste to me. Yeah. So I don't know. I'd say always people I say, look, plan your time in Split and Dubrovnik before and after your sailing holiday. Do it on foot where you're not worrying about, you know, missing out on everything. So we'll see what goes there. Would love to have been there 2 weeks ago, but still looking for skipper jobs starting from the 24th to 6th for 2 months or more. Nice. Between the islands in the afternoon. Thanks for the tips. Absolutely. Graham says that was one of my favorite spots last year. Good. It's an amazing spot. Good on you, Graham. Take note of the bay. We'll greet them. Excellent. Mahina, can you just type in there? Drop the link to Tritzegardelen for Verboska for people to check out. All right. So we've got 14 people watching, but I'm only really talking to 2 or 3. Who else is out there? Tell me who's watching. I'd love to know who's there. And if you have got any other questions about the season at the moment or what's going on, throw them in. But pretty much I'm kind of like, I've done the few things I said I was going to do. And now I'm just here to chat. I'm just here to chat and then I'm going to leave. Basically, that's how it goes. How long have we been running? 37 minutes. I always think they're going to be quick live streams and then I talk for an hour. My words, do Dubrovnik as a town. Exactly, do Dubrovnik as a town visit. Just go there and stay there and get amongst it. It is so cool. Absolutely, it's so cool. And this time, this early June, before the hordes of people come in and it gets so hot that you don't even want to walk the wall, this is the time to see it. Because, and I'll tell you, what usually happens is this, is you go, oh, we want to go see Dubrovnik. So you come in, you sail in, you get into the marina or whatever, then you've got a bus in. It's actually a long way from where you can park the boat in either Artsy Marina, right up the river in Dubrovnik, or in Gruž at Marina Frapa, which is super expensive, lovely marina, but wobbly at night. Just be aware of that. When all the boat traffic comes in, there's not actually a break wall. And then you've got a bus or Uber or something up to the old town, or you can walk. It's about an hour. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to get in and I'm going to see the walls. I do the wall walk. But your wall walk ticket also gets you access to the fortress up the top, the guarding fortress, which if you want to really explore, takes another hour or an hour and a half to walk up and enjoy and snap. And it's just such a wicked place. But everyone seems to go, okay, we'll go to the wall walk. I know it's really busy and it's hot. Okay, now we've got to get back to the boat, so we'll just have to miss that out. That is how it happens. Otherwise, you go in, you spend the day, and you cruise through, go early for the wall walk away from all the crowds, and then do the other one in the afternoon. Anyway, it's yeah. So good luck with that, Simon. I hope it all works out. All right. If we've got 13 people watching and you have not hit like on the video, please do that. That helps out massively, and I love to watch the number jump up when I mention that. Big shout out to, no, forgot the name. We got a super thanks on one of the videos last week, five euros I think, or 10 euros or something like that. Super thanks from someone on the YouTube, which they really appreciated that last video of stern to med mooring, anchoring stern to with anchor. As you anchor stern to with anchor. Good work, Nick. Just check this is all working. Nice. How's everyone enjoying the quiet little bit of music in the background? No one's told me about that. It's a big thing for me. And boy, no, I lost my train of thought. Don't laugh at me. No, go for it. Laugh at me. Lost my train of thought. What have we got here? Brief them on all of that, but still they're insistent. Yeah, like, I mean, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And there's the likes. I love it. Thank you guys. That's brilliant. One thing I don't like doing, but I've got to keep doing this little promotion because the team worked really hard on building the YouTube channel, and as you all know, it doesn't pay much or at all, really. So we were encouraged to start the Buy Me a Coffee campaign thing. So we've got a Buy Me a Coffee link, which I'll ask one of the team to drop into the comments. If you do want to do that, you can buy us a coffee there and just donate a little bit of money instead of having to subscribe to all these sorts of things, whatever it is. But yeah, so I'll get that link posted for Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you very much. If you want to buy, and it's not just me, you're buying the whole team a coffee. The great thing is if you buy us a coffee for €5, we can generally get a coffee in Croatia for everyone for €5. Wow, almost. No, not Mahina though. She's expensive. So didn't notice the sound. Well, my sound levels, I've had it really low. I'm going to put it up a little bit. That's probably way too loud. That's a little bit too loud. Maybe there. That's still quite loud, but it's very backgroundy. I like this one. This is by a crowd called Tape Machines. I use them in a lot of my music as an artist off Epidemic Sound. I really like that stuff. So, oh, David says, sorry, got my own music on. It's great, excellent. Thank you, Graham. I love the appreciation there, and I didn't notice it, so that's fine. It's probably too loud now, so I've probably ruined that. So, no, that's all good. So this week, if people want a live session this week, throw it in the comments and say yes, or contact us, whatever. Tell us you want a live session this week. But we want a topic. I've got a few ideas for it, and if Friday lends enough time, we're quite busy at the moment. But if I can, we'll squeeze a live session in on Friday. But I want to be covering something in particular. I have got a lot of footage lately of. I was thinking about doing docking fails and docking attempts because I've been just hanging around in marinas filming people trying to dock, and also I was filming the Yacht Week quarter deck training. They were training to go stern to, which was quite amusing. And not amusing for any other reason. They were doing everything they could, and they were training, and they're obviously new to it. And they had a decent crosswind. I love to see they actually did the training stern to on the outer breakwall with at least 12 or 15 knots on the beam, which is exactly what people need to practice. Some of my videos where I'm showing you as I come back into the marina that I've got to put the boat back into, I haven't got the time to just muck around doing the filming because we're working or whatever. So it's often quite calm when we come in. So other than our 40 knots docking one. So, I think it's great they were out there doing it in real good conditions. So yeah, we'll look at doing a live session like that. But otherwise, I'm off to Slovenia. So there's a port called Portorož in Slovenia where a lot of boats get imported and put in the water, especially like new boats, Bavaria's, Hanses, all these, they get delivered there by truck, monohulls, and then they get rigged, and then we bring them down to Croatia. So I've done that run a couple of times, and this will be like literally a couple of times. So this will be the third time I do that. It's a cool run, and we'll head down the coast doing a bit of training as we go, and helping them out with getting their system sorted on the boat, getting used to the boat, all of that. So yeah. David says, yeah, docking fails would be good with an analysis of why. It would. If you guys want to crowdfund me a new iPad, I want the iPad with the pen. So that I can do these docking videos really good. I spent $60 on that app, which is great, but my iPad's so old it keeps crashing. So if I'll do more of those explainers and analysis.
You've got a question from Simon Cox about the
If I have about the draft. Okay, what's the draft of the Brotze and Stone Bay this year? What's the draft up there? Ooh, I didn't go up. I don't usually go. I go as far as Kobash and in and around there, but I never actually go up into Stone with the yacht because I don't think it's ever been deep enough for our boats because we're drawing 2.7 plus. So I don't know the answer to that. I haven't had a local thing. You know what? I've got a whole skippers, what do you call it? Community, and I'll ask, and we'll see if we get an answer from that in the meantime. Has anyone been to Ston this season? What's the depth? It turns out I can't spell. What's the depth up the channel? There you go. We'll see. We'll see who comes back with that. So I don't know the answer yet, but we'll see.
Graham also asked a question.
Graham said, has there been a change in costs at marinas, etc., since switching to the euro? Funnily enough, no. But there was a change in them before they switched to the euro.
David answered something.
Oh, did he? What did he say? ACI in particular, ACI have gotten massively expensive. They were always expensive, but I feel like it's a little bit ridiculous now. Like,
especially because they haven't upgraded any of their facilities.
yeah, and nothing's really changed at the marinas. Mahina's, I've got to re-say everything that Mahina says because I've got a microphone on, but that's all right. Do you want to just join the live stream? That'd be great. Next time. Otherwise I'll ban her from talking. But yeah, they haven't upgraded facilities necessarily anywhere. Like Parmigiana, ACI Parmigiana is one of the worst culprits for this. Their facilities they're there, they're okay, but they never seem to upgrade them. But the price is just that place is so expensive. It's like in the season, it's like 160 euros for a 45 footer or something. It's insane. So those prices have gone up, and yet we were at Martinez Marquez. David told me he paid 45 feet. He paid just shy of 100 euros, 96 or something, and I paid about 110 for a 51 foot. So I thought their prices were actually a lot more decent, and they tend to shoulder prices better from month to month instead of just going, right, we're in season, it's full on. So yeah, everything, unfortunately everything in Croatia has gone up a bit since then. Gordon's saying, Gordon Mitikovic, docky fails would be great if it's possible to learn from. Yeah, like I'm not here to ridicule people. If you've been out there and you know what it's like to have 15 knots on the bow, or even 10 in a bad situation, 20 sometimes, or even just tight spaces, you know how stressful that is. All you want to do is get the boat in safely without damaging yours or theirs or anyone else, and then have a beer. And it's not something ever that I will criticize people for. I will criticize techniques and certain things, but in a learning sense, but I'm never going to ridicule people for this. They're out there and they're giving it a go. I'd much rather people had the guts to try, and to want to learn and to do this, and the confidence to go out and do it safely. So yeah, no, for all meanings, I don't know what my words were broken then. I need a drink, I think. Do I have a drink? Could I have a drink? Come on. Yeah, David said about Artsy hike their prices. Try this link. What did you send?
Oh, I screwed up the first link that I sent through for
All right, cool.
something.
Yeah, thought as much. Cheers, mate. Simon Cox. Yeah, I think last year ACI July was 95 for a 45 foot. This 132. That's insane. That's not fair. That is not fair. That's too much. That's absolutely too much. Yeah, let's see if I've had a response on there. No one's talking to me about that just yet. We'll see. Probably everyone's working. Oh, it's 10 to 6. They should be drinking by now. No worries, Graham. All good. All good. Okay. Oh, I might actually be getting a drink.
You're getting a drink in my drink.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. What do we got here? I try to get my annual docking fail out of the way early in the season. Then the rest of the season can be stress-free docking. Yeah, I mean, this is such a huge thing. It's like when people sail a lot, or if they do this quite a lot, like us, whatever, it's a normal thing. But when someone's only sailing once, twice, 3 times a year, how often are they expected to do these maneuvers? They don't do them at home, or they're in a different berth at home, whatever it is. It's very stressful, and it takes a little bit to get back in the mode and to be able to do that, to do it safely and confidently. So no, 100%. Oh, cheers, good. Cheers, clink. Thank you very much, Mahina, for actually making me a drink, which I was quite. Oh, that is really yummy. Mahina got this from the market. If you're buying booze and things like that, try the local markets. All right, they're really, really good.
That you buy vegetables at.
Yeah, the same place you buy vegetables at. Ask them for their local liqueur or raki or whatever it is. This is like a limoncello. It's like a lemon rakia, a mixed sugary thing, and it's liqueur. And it's really, really, really nice. Oi.
And I didn't drink it because Chris made me.
Kakav je likier. We're learning Croatian. Awesome, good. Awesome, David. All right, get rid of that one. Who's here? I wish I was limited to one a season. You did pretty well this time. You did pretty well this season, actually, David. You do a lot of docking with you on that. Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay, excellent. Well, look, at Mahina, can't see the link. Yeah, I couldn't see it either. Did you mess it up twice?
Maybe.
Maybe drop it into the full comments on the video. What's the link for?
It's for the coffee thing.
Oh, the coffee. Oh, yeah, that's really important. I wonder if YouTube doesn't allow the link because it's YouTube and they want you to do the super thanks.
Ah. Have a look now. I've just done it.
Oh, mine's slow. Mine's slow. Have a look now. She's just done it. Yeah, it could actually be. No, surely they wouldn't be taking that out. That's our space for links. Anyway, if not, we'll make sure to post it. We'll put it in the description of this video, of this live video. Actually, Mahina, can you send it? If you WhatsApp it to me, then I'll do that because I've got the description open on the other part. Hoi. All right, so I mean we're almost an hour, so I'm definitely going to cap these off at an hour because otherwise it's just me talking to a camera in my living room. And you guys, like, don't get me wrong, but I understand I can get boring and I'll soon run out of drink. So if you've got any questions right now about any of the previous videos, we've got a few other people online that were there. David's here. He was doing the stern to docking, anchoring, mid-mooring and things like that. So if there's any questions about this stuff, let me know. Copy. And I can answer those now. Or if you've got questions about this season in Croatia, whatever it is, we'll do some freebies on the itinerary planning type thing like that, or answer some questions for free, or whatever that is. But yeah, it's yeah, that's what we'll do. So if you've got anything there, tell me, and I got your channel, YouTube Studio, and I'll answer those now. Otherwise, I'm just going to check my music's running because I love my music. Hmm. 1990s pop, hopeful, laid back. Breathe in, breathe out by Matthias Tell. Very good. Buy us a coffee. Save. That should work. Curious, did the t-shirts and the products show up? We're still learning about this whole YouTube situation with selling t-shirts and stuff. This is really weird to have an instant reverb of my own voice in the ears. Everyone thinks I like the sound of my own voice, but it's a bit weird. All right. I just wanted to say thank you for your Sharpen Up series. Tons of great tips. Thank you, Gordon. No, I do appreciate that because that series was always designed to be helpful, and it was designed to bring as much awareness and understanding to the whole. It's not mystery, but it's quite an what's the word for intimidating? It's quite an intimidating thing to come to a new area, sailing a new area, doing things differently to how they do them in different places. So yeah, with the stern to docking is obviously the most popular of those videos, but no, I'm really glad the Sharpen Up series is working. I am going to get some actual sailing Sharpen Up series done this season, I think, because it's all been around docking. We've got the dinghy lift, we've got some apps. I'll do an updated Sharpen Up series on the apps. So that's really important because that was years ago now. And yeah, no, so thank you very much for that, Gordon. I appreciate it. Karel, all right, Karel Hrusha. We're setting sails in August. I'll take my time to ask, just getting educated through your videos. Thanks, by the way. No problem, Karel. All right. Where are you setting sail from? I'd love to know. And what boat are you on? Because now I'm just nosy and interested. What do we got here? I saw on another channel a demo of mid-mooring. You cheeky. You cheeky.
David, I love you.
Send them your video for some tips. Can you share that video with us? I'd love to see it actually. All right, well, I actually got a whole private training gig the week I did before the Sharpen Up Flotilla with a French couple who are buying a boat, and their feedback was that it's like, look, they watched these videos and they said, I don't like saying this about myself, but anyway, they said this guy, the way he explains things is very, very easy, and it's understandable and it's slow and everything. And that's the feedback I've been getting this year, is that the teaching is calm, it's articulate, which is strange because I'm not really an articulate person when you ask my wife. And that's what I want to keep giving out. So thank you for everyone believing in me as such.
I take credit for that.
Look who's here, dude! I've got another T-shirt for you. It's in the other room. I don't know why. I'm just staring into your eyes right now, dude.
So weird.
This is working. This is yum. Can I have another one? Or top up? He's here. Where Gavin152, where are you parked at the moment? I know you were down on Miette Ways. Thank you. I know you were down on Miette Ways. Cheers, everyone. And I sent Gavin152 and his crew to Gallia in Palmena the other night. I said, get Octopus Gallia. It's one of the best things in the world. And it is. And they did. And it was. And they're happy. So that is a super cool place to stop in Palmena. Yeah, so I'm stoked they enjoyed that. Everyone's saying hi now. Excellent. Karel says, greetings from Czech Republic. August, Bali Cat Space, and in September, a Beneteau Oceanus 51.1. Dude, that's awesome. You're going to have a blast. I'm going to get a little bit harsh here and like book those through me. That's how I fund the YouTube channel. So if anyone's been watching already and they don't know already, we are an agent for bareboat charter bookings. So if you want to book your yacht, you'll pay no more going through us than you would through someone else.
And you'll get so much more help.
And you'll get so much more help. I'm just going to put a microphone on you, you annoying.
Show me away.
Gosh. Yeah, but we love helping out with that. So that's really cool. I hope I'll see you guys around. August, yeah, we'll be on the water in August. September, we'll be on the water in September. That's great. Beneteau Oceanus 51.1. What year is the Oceanus 51.1? I'm curious. I want to review one of the new ones. Yeah. And Gavin's here. Excellent. So yeah, Gavin, tell me where you are. I want to know where you are because that's cool. Oh, here we go. Simon. Okay, so Simon Boris Milkovic. He's just, I'm not going to show you all of that, but anyway, he's just responded saying 2.5 meters at the entry. This is about the canal and the stream running up towards Ston, which is down on the south side of the southeast of the Paliachatz Peninsula. 2.5 meters at the entry. Channel is 2.8 to 4.5 circa, and 2.9 at the lowest at chart datum. And chart datum at the end. 2.5 lowest. Tricky, but okay. Yeah, so 2.5 at the entry. That's why I could never go up on my boats. But if you're in something a bit smaller, you got that 2.3 draft, you could get over that or whatever it is. But there we go. That's what you wanted to know, Simon, and that's your answer. Very good. Dude, thank you. I'm going to thank this guy. First of all, I'll give him a thumbs up. Oh, and I'll do it in Croatian. Hvala ti. Hvala vam.
Father T, he's not your bro.
He might be my bro. I might have met him.
Soon, but not yet.
Miljevic. So that was very helpful. Brilliant. Cheers. Got 2 meter draft. All right, you should be all good. Yeah, very good. So thanks for a great track. I have to check out now. We'll give you a call back in Trogger on the 8th. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we talked about that. So keep it a great week. Awesome. Thanks, mate. Love it. Catch you later. Underway, dude. You're on a sailing holiday in Croatia on a yacht, and you're watching the live stream. I love it. I absolutely love it. That deserves a t-shirt. Speaking of which, someone did manage to get, if you haven't heard about my challenge was, if you can take a photo of me on a boat with my sails up and my fenders out, then you get a free t-shirt. Because I hate it when people sail with their fenders out. And someone managed to do it already. I could probably go to committee and get it wiped, but technically that happened. Now, how that happened? I sailed off the dock, off the med-mooring dock in Drvenik in Drvenik Valley. So we were anchored in stern to, and I said to the crew, right, all the other boats are gone. Our 3 boats had already moved out. No, they hadn't. David was still there. That's why. And I said, let's sail. Let's do this under sail. Forget we've got an engine. We're going to let go our lines, raise our mainsail, lift our anchor, and go out. So we actually did that completely under sail inside the harbour there, lifted anchor under sail, and then tacked and sailed away. So I left my fenders out while I was still next to the other boats, and I had my sail up. We got the fenders up actually almost completely by the time we actually left the harbour, like past the breakwater. But in the meantime, David filmed us doing the manoeuvre, so he has a photo of me with my fenders out, my sails up, so he's getting a free t-shirt. It's ready on Friday. Brilliant. Well done, David. Currently underway on Lokva on Miet tomorrow. Tomorrow's National Park time. Nice. Nice. It's a great spot. Brilliant. Cheers. Got 2 minute draft. There we are. There we go. I have something for you as well, but I'm in HR for another 3 weeks. We have to meet and exchange gifts. Absolutely. I'm down. And we've got all the I've got all the cleaning products from Nature Safe Marine for you as well, dude. So and we didn't manage to connect. I'm sorry. That's my kind of my fault. Yeah, no, I'll call it my fault that I didn't get to those before this charter, but I'll get it before the next one. Because Gavin152 won that competition. He had to answer some stupid question that I made up, and I actually gave away the answer on that live stream with Keith Kirby from Nature Safe Marine. So very, very cool. Looking forward to that. David Lown, yeah, you love it. You love it. Good job, David. Yeah, I know. I know. The bay or the checkout. This bay that needs business. Simon Cox. Yeah, that's Simon. I got your email, so I will answer that. Someone has to stop his head getting too big. By what? By filming me acing a maneuver? Like, come on. That didn't help. Coming from the guy who's just ordered 5 t-shirts anyway. Very, very good. Oh man, these are hot. What's this song? This song's Nothing. More of What You Like. Park Visit by Dylan Sitz. We'll try that one. All right. Karel coming back with some more info about this. I'm just going to put this into my monitor because I'm kind of craning over here to look at all this. I'm going to look at it up here. Oh, I don't know how to do it. I've had too much limoncello, rakia, liquor, overlays, recording output, video monitor, color, UHD TV, that one there. There it is. We're taking cat space in Vodice and Oceanus 51.1 in Šibenik, made in 2020. Nice. Nice. I'm really interested. So I'll look that up, but I'm curious because what I loved about the Oceanus 51s and the newer models is that the area underneath the spray hood, where traditional boats have those secondary winches for halyards and stuff, they've cleared all that out. They've taken the halyards down all the back like Hansa did. And that area on a Hansa, it's not dead because they allow you to get good headroom downstairs. They put the glove boxes and the hatches there. But the Oceanus put in these slightly depressed, like lounging seats. And it's such a great place to curl up. So I'm curious if it's got those because I think that's a brilliant idea. And I'd love to actually try it out in a practical sense, sailing at 45 degrees and, you know, just seeing how it works from day to day because things get... That is 100% a Mahina place to curl up. Oh, my little baby. Can I just, I'm just gonna, no, just turn her face. Big shout out to MK Yacht Explorer for this ridiculously cute MK Yacht Explorer. thing, t-shirt and outfit they gave us. Just absolutely adorable. So, oops, wrong button. There we go.
Huge for quality t-shirts.
Yeah, really lovely quality t-shirts now. But she's now the MK Yacht Explorer baby. So I'm so proud of that. There we go. Post. David, will you pay that video on your channel? Gosh, guide. I'd be grateful for some videos about both, if possible, someday. Oh, you mean about both of those? Cardell, are you talking about both of those boats, or are you talking about? You have to clarify that for me because I'm almost through the second one. All right, yeah, it was a good maneuver. Nick has it and can post here. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I don't think I can post it here, but I'll put it on YouTube. Blair's here. Like, okay, as much as I've been shouting out to actually all the skippers from the Sharpen Up Flotilla, I've been so impressed with everyone pushing themselves for that week. And Blair wasn't the skipper, but Blair was on my yacht. Blair has come on every Sharpen Up Flotilla. We've only had two, but every Sharpen Up Flotilla so far. He's booked in for October as well. Blair's been like my number 2 guy on the boat so that I can concentrate more on the other crews, on the other skippers, on the other yachts. And Blair's just been such a massive help throughout the Sharpen Up whole thing. He's been here days before the events so that he can help out the team, driving, all of this. So huge shout out to Blair. I've got a sound effect for this. Thank you. I love it. And on top of that, Blair did basically every maneuver, bar 2, which one was rafting up in an ugly swell, and the other one was leaving in the middle of the night and going onto that anchorage. He did every maneuver on that Hansa 508 in the week. He docked it in Stardigrad with 18 to 20 knots on the beam. He docked it back in the marina when we finished. He did the stern to mid-mooring anchoring when we went to Divinic. Basically every maneuver. I even made him sail off anchor twice, I'm not sure. So huge shout out to Blair. He's been sailing with us for a while, but he really pushed it and made a big difference to the Sharpen Up. So thank you so much for that. I love it. Yeah, and that's it. Our whole crew was amazing. The theory behind my boat, behind the boat that I'm on when we do Sharpen Up, is that I feel that with sort of close-ish people to us, because I've got to be able to ignore them because I've got other boats to think about, I've got work to do. So our crew was just amazing. So Kelly and Blair from Scotland, they were the best. And I had Amanda Blanche, she lives on Hvar, she came along with us. Alicia from London, she was a huge help as well. Mahina was on this Sharpen Up, which is her first Sharpen Up. She wasn't there last year because of that little rat baby thing. And it was just, yeah, it was so cool. It was really cool. And all the crews, the barbecue night was my favorite night of the Flotilla, just cooking that rolling barbecue and all of that. It was just so cool. So thank you everyone, and Blair's here. So, and Blair and David are gonna have their typical banter. Yep. All right, Cardell with some real information. Yep, about both the Cat Space and 51.1. Consider them as very popular charter boats. Be sailing for the first time. Many others could be interested. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like the yacht reviews and the walkthroughs are big. I'll be doing the Leopard 45 this season. If any charter company, Croatia Yachting, anyone wants me to do a review on the Bali Cat Space, I am open to that. I've got some free time. I just need the boat. You give me the boat for a couple of days. 3 days is best. So we do 3 days, 2 nights to take it out, and I'll do a review and post it on the channel and tell you how wonderful or terrible it is. In my view, doesn't mean it's not a good boat, but and we all know how much I hate catamarans, so I still managed to be objective. So I'm really looking forward to the Cat Space. The whole theory behind Bali catamarans, actually, we love. I'm not even thinking about sailing. I'm just thinking about the indoor-outdoor flow with the garage door and the way they think about space. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cheers, Kevin. Oh my gosh, Nick, don't forget to sing Wind Boar, Wild Boar. It's your thing and you didn't create. Okay, so we went to this restaurant in Stardigrad. This was one of the new places I did last week, which I absolutely loved, and it was so good. And we had Wild Boar. The restaurant was called Juren Podrum. All right, I'm not even gonna write it down. I don't want people to know about it. They're busy enough as it is. So, but it was they had some wild boar, and it was absolutely delicious. And it was David Llewellyn's best meal of his life. That's what he said after many gins. Oh gosh, and the crazy frog debacle. That's 100% right. You guys are mental cases. You're absolutely mental cases, but I love it, so that's fine. Oh my gosh, there's 2 of me. I don't need that up there anymore. I didn't use it as much as I thought I would. All right, I think it's time to go. No one's asked any questions really. I mean, we've chatted. I love it, and Cardale has. So thank you very much for that, Cardale. But I think I'm gonna take off. So when this drink's gone, I'm out of here. So let me know if there's anything else we want to cover, and it looks like we'll see you on Friday for docking fails. The Buy Me a Coffee link is in the description now, and super thanks is there if you want to use it and that sort of stuff. So I hope you've all had a great time tonight. Cheers, it's been a lovely time. Gavin152, aka, I'm not going to say your real name because obviously you're using a like a cover name. Stoked you guys are down and enjoying the time there, and that you were head up Galia, and have a drink. Cheers us for that when you arrive. So cool. All right, it's still here. And Dimitri, mate, you're the man. Thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm going to try all these out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, see you all Friday. Catch ya.